Okay, everybody, I'm back here getting some wood. I was just sitting around the house and finished mowing the grass and wasn't really doing much anyway, so I thought I'd get out here and cut a little wood. You know what I mean? My trigger finger got a little bit itchy now. These guys, they brought some more wood in, and it's not looking too good. Let me show you what they got here. I don't know, but they brought this in and set it on top of my pile here. I was planning on bucking up that ash log today with my MS-180 because it's got mud on it, and just getting that out of the way, but it's kind of an ugly piece anyway, so I guess I might not even mess with that. But they got this stump right here on top of all this good wood. That's some good maple right there, and this piece here is also on top now, and it is pretty rotten too. That's just some old dead maple tree. So it's all on top of the wood now. I mean, I do have all of this nice wood out here that I'll work with today. So that's some nice looking maple, some good cutting wood there. That'll be fun to buck that stuff up. So at least I'll get a load, and there's a little ash down in here I can get, but I'm not real happy with that wood they put on top of the pile right there. This maple will be some good firewood, so I'm happy to have that. I'm gonna probably work on that today. All down through here, that piece and everything. That is just some punky crap they brought in. I don't know why they did that, man. It's not really worth messing with. So, anyways, there's still some locust in there. There's plenty of wood to get a truckload, but if you look over here now, they also have brought in some sycamore, and I wouldn't mind having some of that. That sycamore is some good burning wood. If it'll dry out, it's hard to tell. No, that tree's wet. I can feel the moisture in that one. That one's not. So that's a nice healthy tree there. That's some good sycamore wood. Now I have had sycamore before, and I didn't have any problems out of it. It burned just fine last year, so I might try to pick some of that out there sometime. I don't know what they're going to do with this. I might try to pick a few pieces out of there today before they throw that away, because this is in a trailer and they are probably going to just dump this sometime, right? So it'll be gone, and I'd like to have that sycamore wood. So I might try to throw a few pieces of that out of the trailer today, and buck that up and split that up, and at least get a little bit of sycamore in my collection this year. I don't have any sycamore at all, so I sure would like to have some. It's pretty good wood. So anyways, I'm going to get going. I got to decide if I'm going to mess with that ash log I was telling you about that's got mud on it. I might still try to take a piece off of it because I was planning on doing it, but it's got that big piece of junk on top of it now. So we'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me get all set up. I got to get my saws all drug out here and all set up, all my equipment, my chaps on and everything, and I'm just going to get to cutting some wood. All right, I'm going to leave this footage in here at real time. This is a Stihl MS-180 Homeowner saw, and it'll make a lot of firewood, but I'm going to show you this piece. That's a large ash tree for this MS-180, and you'll be able to see the difference now. Here in a minute, after I buck this log up twice, I'm going to bring out my new Stihl 462 professional saw and do some cutting, and you can clearly see the difference. And the time it takes me to get through this ash log one time, I could make 5 or 6 or 8 cuts with that other saw. Now I don't cut the same piece of wood with my other saw, but you can just tell the difference. I mean, it just goes through that stuff like butter. It's so much faster. I could have bucked that ash log up in probably about 25 seconds or something, and but it has mud on it, so I didn't want to ruin my new chain now. So that's why I'm using this little saw. It's got a little junk chain. It's about ready to go in the garbage. So I just went ahead and used this little saw to buck up this muddy log. It's got dried mud caked all in that bark. So that's what we're doing now, and we'll get right on to cutting more with that 462 coming up. not the best piece of firewood. It's a little short. It wasn't an even cut. It's longer on that side, but I had a hankering to get this thing cut up, so I did it anyways. And I got this big branch on it here, and it's got mud in the bark, so it is what it is. I'm gonna make some firewood out of this. It's not a horrible piece. It's about 13 inches long here though. Now, do I want to do it again? That's the question. I can make another cut right here. All right, now that's a pretty good piece of firewood there. That one's probably a little bit long. It's not too bad. That one's pretty darn close right there, and then this one's a little short, but that'll make some nice little bricks of firewood. Anyways, you know, that's a nice little chunk of ash wood. You cut it nice and chunky, and that'll be good to throw in a fire. So I just had a hankering, like I said. I had a craving to cut that ash log up. That's some nice ash right there. That's some good wood. So I did what I set out to do. Now I'm going to come out here and work on bucking up this nicer stuff out here. All of this maple is just so beautiful, and it's a low-hanging fruit. It's prime for the cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cut up while I'm here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and record some footage of me bucking up this nice maple wood. I got my new saw, so I like to use that and show you guys the new saw. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing fired up and get these nice logs bucked up here. So here we go now. Palivovi Drive on the way.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, that about wraps it up for today. I got some capsucula all down through there. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to get to splitting this stuff up now. You can see what I got there. That's probably going to be about a truckload. I made quick work of that, and I got some sycamore out of the trailer, just a little bit. That stuff is really heavy, just got cut, so I can barely lift it and flip it out of that trailer, and I don't know what their plans are. I'm sure they're probably going to throw it away, though. So stay tuned for that. We're going to see how that splits next video. I got a nice crotch up here right now, and we're going to get on that. Some other crotchy pieces down here, and just see how the Power Connects does with splitting that now. My thumb is still recovering. It looks terrible. I'm really disappointed about my thumb. I might try to do a video on that. What I think I might try to do is, as soon as it starts growing out, I'm going to take a file to that and then just file it down and file all that blood out of there. And I think there's a layer underneath your top fingernail. And if you file it down and put some clear coat on it there, it won't be so bad. It doesn't hurt or anything. It just looks terrible. I'm sick of looking at it. So I might do a video on that and show you guys how that comes out if I end up filing that blood out of there. But you can see it's not even moving yet. It's been 2 or 3 weeks and the blood is still back underneath my cuticle. So as soon as it moves up a little bit, I want to go ahead and file it off. I'm really kind of itching to go ahead and do that. So anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Okay, now I want to give an update on my thumbnail. If you've been watching the channel, you may have remembered I turned that one really black, and it was really bad. Normally I just let them grow out, but this one was just so bad. Every time I saw my thumbnail, I was just disgusted. So what I did was I just took a couple emery boards and I filed that nail down real thin, and I also used my Dremel tool now on low speed with a sanding disc. And I just kind of scraped that blood off of there with a thumbtack and some fingernail clippers and everything. And then I put some clear coat on it. So it'll probably get better in the days to come. And within a couple weeks, that will probably harden up. And it's a little tender right now, but I got that hard as nails clear coat on there. And I would say within 2 or 3 weeks, I can probably sand it a little more, clean it up a little bit here, and then it'll grow out and kind of harden and become desensitized, and I think I'll be pretty much back to normal. So that's a lot better looking than having that just disgusting black fingernail halfway across my nail. So that's a nice little way to handle that. If you get a bad one, usually I just let them grow out, but that one was so bad I just went ahead and did that. So that's a win.